On July 1, 2025, astronomers detected the third interstellar visitor to our solar system. Right now, this mysterious object has entered the asteroid belt, the region of space that lies between Jupiter and Mars. Scientists say it will safely pass through this area without any danger. Like most comets, its speed is increasing as it gets closer to the Sun, and by late October 2025, it is expected to hit its peak speed of 152,000 miles per hour. But here's the surprising part. Ever since its discovery, 3I Atlas has been puzzling scientists with strange and unpredictable behavior. Recently, it shocked researchers by suddenly glowing much brighter than expected, completely defying earlier predictions. No one knows what caused this outburst of brightness. If you're fascinated by mysteries like this, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss updates on space discoveries. What's even more mysterious is that when 3I Atlas was first spotted, it didn't look like a normal comet at all. Unlike typical comets, where light comes from a glowing cloud of gas and dust around them, the light from this object seemed to come directly from its surface. This raised a big question. Is the object producing its own light? Some scientists even suggested it might be an alien spacecraft disguised as a comet, though others argued that its reddish color and thin layer of dust could simply be reflecting sunlight in an unusual way. But the mysteries didn't stop there. As this strange interstellar object moved closer to Mars, it started doing things we've never seen in natural comets. First, its color suddenly changed from red to green, which is extremely unusual. Then, as it entered the asteroid belt, its brightness shot up dramatically. When first detected, the comet's brightness was extremely faint, around 18th magnitude. Recently, it has brightened dramatically to about 12th magnitude. To put this into perspective, in astronomy, a lower magnitude means greater brightness, so this is a massive jump. While comets normally brighten as they approach the Sun, 3I Atlas hasn't followed the expected smooth curve. Instead, its brightness has been fluctuating in sudden, unexplained bursts. On top of that, the green glow of the interstellar visitor is still a mystery. Many comets in our solar system shine green because of dicarbon molecules evaporating from their surface. Yet, surprisingly, observations of 3I Atlas show very little evidence of dicarbon. Instead, data from the James Webb Space Telescope revealed a strange chemical mix containing unusually high amounts of carbon dioxide, along with traces of nickel and cyanogen. But none of these are known to create the bright green glow we are seeing. The molecule that normally causes green fluorescence simply hasn't been found. This means 3I Atlas must be glowing green because of some other unknown gas, or as a few bold scientists suggest, perhaps it's being powered by a hidden artificial energy source, like a nuclear reactor. Scientists suggest the sudden brightening of 3I Atlas could be explained by rapid evaporation of volatile materials on or near its surface as it gets closer to the Sun. When a comet heats up quickly, it can release huge amounts of gas and dust, making it look brighter almost overnight. This is called an outburst, and we've seen it happen with comets before. Now, when this outgassing becomes too intense, it can put a lot of pressure on the comet's surface and interior. If the nucleus isn't stable, parts of it can break off into large fragments. Astronomers have observed this with several comets, for example, Comet Shoemaker-Levy 9, which broke into multiple pieces before colliding with Jupiter. But some scientists believe that it cannot be a mere coincidence that this object is behaving exactly like a spacecraft while approaching Mars. This is where things get even more interesting. In a recent article on Medium, Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb put forward a bold idea. He suggested that 3I Atlas might not be a natural object at all but a spacecraft from another civilization. According to him, this interstellar traveler could be capable of releasing many probes while passing through our solar system. He believes that 3I Atlas's sudden intense brightness could break off small pieces and send them hurtling toward Mars, similar to a mothership releasing many probes. Well, there are two possibilities. If it's a technological object, then it might maneuver itself. We haven't seen such a maneuver so far, but the other possibility is that it may release some other objects that reach the planets, and it will continue along its course to the next star. He even speculated that the sudden appearance of Comet CC 2025 F2, or SWAN, could actually be a fragment or probe released by 3I Atlas itself, possibly on purpose as it passed near Mars. However, further observations by Loeb and his team showed that the newly discovered Comet CC 2025 F2 is actually traveling from the opposite direction of 3I Atlas. This ruled out the idea that it might be a fragment or probe released by the interstellar visitor. Still, Loeb suggested that we shouldn't dismiss the mystery so quickly. He advised keeping a close watch on this strange interstellar visitor, hinting that it could still do something unnatural when it passes near Mars in October. We should not forget that this object is far stranger than a normal comet. Interestingly, it came from the same region of the sky, the direction of the Sagittarius constellation, where strange and unexplained radio signals have been detected for decades. Among them is the famous WOW signal, one of the biggest mysteries in astronomy. This connection adds another layer of intrigue. Some scientists have even suggested that 3I Atlas might not be a natural comet at all but possibly a spacecraft designed by another civilization to look like one. What makes it even more puzzling is its unusual path through our solar system. Its trajectory runs almost perfectly parallel to the plane of the solar system, something too precise to dismiss as mere coincidence. Even more curious, 3I Atlas makes close approaches to several neighboring planets, yet it seems to deliberately avoid Earth. When it reaches perihelion, its closest point to the Sun, it will be positioned exactly behind the Sun from Earth's perspective, as if hiding from our view. This, too, feels like more than just chance. If an alien object is cleverly disguised as a natural comet, hiding behind the Sun at perihelion could give it the perfect cover. From Earth's point of view, the Sun blocks our telescopes and instruments from seeing what's happening in that region. This means the object could change its speed, alter its course, or even release smaller probes without being noticed. The Sun's glare would mask all these activities. At the same time, being close to the Sun provides a strong source of energy. If the object were artificial, it could use this moment to recharge using solar power or even refuel in some unknown way. Adding to the mystery, before 2017, we had never detected a single interstellar object. But within less than a decade we have now spotted 3, Oumuamua, Borisov, and now 3I Atlas. Is this just a coincidence, or have such visitors always passed through, and only now do we have the technology sensitive enough to detect them? Well, this combination of strange features, a glowing surface instead of a normal gas cloud, a sudden shift in color from red to green, its extremely rare path through our solar system, its origin from the same direction where mysterious signals were once detected, and its recent unpredictable jumps in brightness, has made 3I Atlas one of the most puzzling cosmic objects ever observed. And now, as 3I Atlas heads deeper into the solar system, scientists are gearing up to study it more closely than ever. The European Space Agency recently announced plans to track the object using powerful telescopes and radio instruments. If the object emits unusual signals or shows unnatural movements, it could finally give us answers to some of our biggest questions. For example, could the universe be filled with many more such objects, quietly passing through different star systems, observing or even spreading life? Or is this simply a natural comet behaving in strange ways that we just don't fully understand yet? Whatever the truth, October 2025 is shaping up to be one of the most important months for space exploration in history. But here's something even more mind-bending. Astronomers have been studying the light curve of 3I Atlas, the way its brightness changes over time. Normally, comets show a predictable curve as they approach the Sun, but this interstellar visitor is doing something very different. Its brightness is not only fluctuating but also pulsing in a way that resembles coded signals. Some researchers have speculated that this might be a form of communication, similar to how we send coded pulses of radio waves to communicate across space. Of course, this is just speculation, but the possibility